state poster contest winners through State County, our borough home residents. But before we do, we have to go through the process to open an official meeting, go through the motions. So we'd like to begin that this is a regular meeting of the governing body of the Borough of Bloomingdale, Tuesday, March 6, 2018. I'd ask everyone at this time to please rise to salute our nation's flag, and I'd ask the Bobcats to lead us in the salute, and all you have to do is lead us in the salute. It's all yours.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mayor Dunleavy.
Here.
Councilman Costa.
Here.
Councilman D'Amato.
Here.
Councilman Del Ripa.
Here.
Councilwoman Hudson.
Present.
Councilman Sonmeyer.
Here.
Councilman Yazdi.
Here. Also with us, our municipal clerk, Brianna Calabro, and our borough attorney, Fred Semrau. This is an official meeting of the governing body of the Borough of Bloomingdale. And on December 27, 2017, the date, time, and place of this official meeting was faxed and mailed to all local news media posted here at Borough Hall. As I stated earlier, we have two presentations to do this evening. And our first one is to award a few winners of the 2018 State County Poster Contest. Now, the Poster Contest is an annual event that out of the 16 towns in the county, they receive hundreds, and I mean hundreds, of submissions for this poster contest. There's 12 entries who then are reproduced on a county calendar. We have a few copies as you leave if you'd like. We are going to get more. The county didn't send as many as they usually do. Now, the depth and the talent, the creativity exhibited by the young artists is truly amazing. Many, again, make it part of their fourth grade curriculum in the schools throughout the county. And we want to pay tribute to the principals and teachers, and especially the students, for participating. I'm not sure who's with us this evening, so I will begin first. We have one of our residents actually made the calendar for the month of August, these are all pictures throughout the county, different schools, and our representation is Riley Lobato. And is Riley here tonight? I'm not sure if he's here yet. Come on up. Congratulations. I'm going to present to you a certificate of achievement presented to Riley, and this is in recognition of poster calendar winner for the month of December, in the annual 2018 State County Poster Contest. We commend you on representing your community and the SRD school with your talent and creativity presented to you this 6th day of March 2018. I present that to you with a pin of the borough and ask you to stand right over here so I ask the other girls. So thank you. Round of applause for Riley. We have 4 other recipients of an honorable mention. And I will read the certificate, and I'll call your names. If you're here, please come on up for your certificate and your pin. And then this is in recognition of your honorable mention award in the annual 2018 State County Poster Contest. We commend you on representing your community and the Samuel R. Donald School with your talent and creativity, and we proudly present this to you from the mayor and the governing body of the borough today, March 6, 2018. And first would be Caitlin Aranda. Is Caitlin here? Okay. Emma Scotoro. Emily Jacob. All right. Did I pronounce that right? And we had Emily Van Linton. And she wore her official shirt. Why don't you come on up, and if there's someone taking a picture, that would be great. If you could do that, maybe email us. You know you found it. Thank you, girls, and the calendar will be displayed proudly here at Borough Hall. Now, our next presentation. Hard to believe, the last time Walter T. Bergen Bobcats won a championship was when the borough was celebrating its 75th anniversary. And how ironic, 25 years later, as we celebrate our 100th, we're proud to have Coach Lombardi and the team here tonight to be recognized for your amazing achievement. And it is quite amazing. This team is part of Group 1 of the Greater Morris County Junior School Conference. They were seeded 5th and had to go through 4th seed Del Barton, 1st seed Riverdale, and 2nd seed Mount Arlington, with a final season record of 11-7, with a regular season record of 8-7, but most impressive was the tournament record, obviously, of 3-0. So we congratulate you. You beat Del Barton in overtime, Riverdale by 2 points, Mount Arlington by 1, and from what I heard, it was an intense tournament, and we'll display the video through the evening, and we're very proud to have each and every one of you here. I'd like to first thank Mr. Greg Tuck for your presentation tonight, putting the pictures, so thanks very much for that. We have 2 things for you guys tonight, and the first thing I want to present, and then we can take a picture of it, we're going to proudly present you these 2 signs that we're going to enter and host at the entrance of the borough, and one at the Walter T. Irving School. Woo! So these will be hung when the snow is gone, hopefully Monday. And you can proudly, as you enter town, brag as you so have the right to do. So these are for you, and I'm honored to put them up. Representing Bloomingdale Borough. I would ask the governing body to come off the dais and help me present, if you would please. Have smiles to be for you. You got the hard name. Mike and Tony. I'm going to go first. So again, we are here to honor you as your mayor and your governing body. We are incredibly proud of your achievement. And tonight, each of you will receive a certificate and the borough pin. And the certificate is a certificate of achievement congratulating the 2018 Bobcats on your 2018 accomplishment as the GMC JSCA Division I champions, again presented the 6th day of March 2018 by myself, the mayor, and the entire governing body. And I will proudly present and begin our ceremony with Coach Kevin Lombardi. Coach has this red Dave shirt on. Love it. Sure, right? Coach, just go to the side for a moment, then we get all the kids up. We'll go from there. I'd ask Councilwoman Hudson to begin the honors.
The first certificate I have is for Kevin Hornick.
Just go by Coach, and then we'll get you all covered. Please do that for now.
I got this. Dave Necco.
What I can do now for you, I was going to say Dave, that hair Necco, but you got it, Dave.
And lastly, my son, Paul Edmund.
Thank all of you. Wonderful. Councilman Sondmeyer?
Sure. Start with Jimmy Rustin. Rocco Preston. And last I have Jason Murray.
Okay, Councilman Costa, if you would. Thomas Demos. Congratulations. Okay. coffee. Councilor Diller. We'll start off with Shay Tifanero. Microphone. And Nate Roboto. Councilman Yasby. Mount Delta. Under the board then. Ethan Montana. Now, I'd ask the council, council will stay down, and the rest of you guys up, just leave the room, please. And I ask the Bobcats to come in the middle here. One more presentation for you. John. Good job, man. My kids didn't play basketball. Wonderful, wonderful. We have one more presentation for you. On behalf of the borough of December, we're going to be proud of you. We are honored to present to you, we'll begin the person, a championship hoodie and t-shirt. We'll show it, then we'll give everyone that. Then we'll do a picture.
That's huge.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Look how nice they are. Oh my God.
And the hoodie's the same image, but on a hood. Matt Elder. Stay there, I'll rotate. Rebound. Philip, where's Philip?
Bounce pass.
Adam. Jason. Mike Zone.
Oh, come on, you gotta do it around the back. Come on, John, do it around the back.
Coach. Gave the hair, right. Thomas.
Ethan?
Ethan. Ethan. Andrew. George. Don't I give you Andrew? Sorry, Christian. Jordan. God. Kevin.
Give PJ some coach.
Right. Everybody have one round of applause.
Good job, Mike.
Do this, are we good?
That was cool. That's it.
Council, we can come down again to squeeze in a quick picture. Please, don't give me face.
You know what? One isn't working. They're calling for like stepper. And I was in the back of the picture. I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, so you don't like the election? I'm like, oh, he's putting it up. So you comfortable? I'm telling you, this is just
done this like 25 years.
Yeah.
You're doing great.
Thank
You
you.
just, and I don't always say that.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't have to worry, nothing.
I appreciate it, and thank you always. I know I get to send a message.
I work for you.
And
So,
it's comforting too to know that if I'm not sure if I can send. Thank you. I appreciate it. So every day's something different, you know, so until I get everything once, I make it better that I ask.
Before we take it up, congratulations to the girls, our poster contest winners. Everyone can see their way and join us. Everyone's mics are on. I need a motion now for early public comment.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Anyone wishing to speak to an agenda item? Jen? Seeing no, a motion to close.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any reports? Bree, do you have anything?
I do not.
Fred?
Mayor, the only thing I would mention is that Borough was named in a lawsuit, Mid-American Salt, along with a number of other municipalities, and this was down in Federal District Court. Mid-American Salt claimed that based on a proposal that the borough and a number of municipalities put in through the co-op that said, gee, we may need an estimate of salt and a certain amount of salt, that somehow the borough was obligated, notwithstanding it was one of the best winters last year, and the borough didn't need that amount of salt. Well, Mid-American took exception. They sued about 40 municipalities, maybe more. We represented the borough, and we were able to kind of divvy up some of the cost and represent about 4 towns in this suit. But we filed a motion to dismiss the case, and during this time, Mid-American also engaged in settlement discussions, and we conveyed some offers that went back to the mayor. I think they wanted about $10,000 just to walk away. Some towns settled. I think there's a good handful, maybe a dozen towns had settled and taken them up on the offer. But about 2 weeks ago, we received a decision from the Federal District Court dismissing Bloomingdale from the case. So there's no liability, and the matter's concluded unless there's an appeal. So that matter's over, and I thank the mayor and the administration for their help and for the governing body's support not to settle and just let us go ahead and get us out of the case.
Great.
That's my report.
And thank you and your firm for representing us as well as you always do. You know, there was a $10,000 option to settle, but then there was also an option to purchase salt at a higher price than we're even paying today in the new co-op pricing.
Right.
And even if it was a better price, how would we store that much volumes, you know, that they would have required? So the decision was correct, and we're in a good place as a result of it. So thank you very much. Any council member have anything?
Hey, John, I'm
Yes.
not so sure. I should have, where this belongs in there. I just got some questions and on the past utility account as it pertains to the water meters. That I think that, I don't know how it's going to be treated in the account itself, if it's a second line item. But I think it should be on its own account, like a sub-account.
There will be.
It will be?
In the budget, as a revenue, there'll be a meter line, because the money on the $21 increase is to offset the financing of the new meters.
So the money that's going in for the meters from the utility account customers for the meters is going to go in its own account?
It will be, a new account will be created. It's a new thing. Remember, there's a
Right.
fee on your water bill.
The adjustment, not...
Just the adjustment will be
Right.
dedicated.
The
which is
$7.
$28 a year.
To $28 a
Correct.
year. So then you'll write checks against that, or excuse me,
meters.
when you buy the meters,
When we buy
you'll
meters.
Correct. Well,
you'll
not
be
right.
able to see
We will pay the
how much
bond.
is in the
We will-
account
We will pay the
itself.
bond off that.
Okay.
Because
My
it's
my
fun-
concern
it's
is
fun.
that it just doesn't get commingled with the general utility.
Sure. Understand. But one day, 100% will have a meter, a new meter. So however, only utility funds, however they're collected, and pay for those meters. But to your point, they will be dedicated.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Anyone else?
I do.
Yes.
I hope I'm not stepping on your toes, Mayor, by talking about this already, but I just wanted to say to John, D'Amato, what an excellent job him and the committee did. I mean, really, John, what a fantastic event last weekend. And it showed with how many people showed up. It was absolutely spectacular. And there were so many, I hope you had an opportunity to read all the comments on Facebook.
I did.
Because really, you know, it just goes to show you what a great time everybody had. And everybody that came up to me that day, you know, talking about what a wonderful event, it ended up to be great. And I think it just is a highlight of what we're going to see in June. I think we're going to have even more people because, you know, even with the weather, it was, so many people came out. So, well done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, it's, you know, the committee, that everybody took their task and ran with it, got it organized, it went without a hitch. I mean, Mike doing the inside and organizing all that, setting it all up, working with the church, working with the people there, and people, it just worked. It just, you know, Joey Burrell with traffic and Mike, and you know, the Mike with traffic and the busing and all that stuff. It just worked.
Yeah.
So it was good.
Yeah, but
It was good.
you know, everybody did an awesome job, but the leadership was.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yeah, kudos, outstanding. I mean, just to repeat what Dawn said, I've said it many times already, but your leadership on the committee was just, your heart was in it, and it showed, and we thank you and the entire committee, and look forward to continued celebrations.
Because we've been, like, I've been delivering the books, as people have been ordering them, and getting the comments from people when they're just dropping the books home, you know. Some people, you know, heard it was great, couldn't be there. People that were there had a great time, didn't really care about the weather. I mean, the kids all over the ice skating rink. I mean, Frankie Newberger's son did a header all the way across on his belly. You know, it was good. The Samore pit was great. It just worked out.
Yeah, every part of it. Good. Thanks, Dawn.
We're on to the next one.
Thanks, John. Anyone else have any comment or anything? All right, just a couple quickies. We meet again before this, but Little League opening day is April 7th. If you're around, join us in the parade. Easter egg hunt at Walter T. Bergen, 12 o'clock, March 31st. I think I mentioned last meeting, we received a $188,000 DOT grant for Boston Street, which will be a 2019 project. Our bids were opened on Leary Ave. Hoping to do an award on March 20th. They're here tonight, Fred, for you to take with you to review. Van Dam pre-construction meeting was done, so that construction should start once the weather breaks. Budget and capital, looking to introduce on March 20th. We will have committee meetings with the auditor prior to that, but that's just introduction, and any amendments can be made before adoption. Sloan Park, we're doing a change order tonight to widen the bridge. The bridge was originally 8 foot, but we are going to a 10-foot bridge, and project should start April 1st, thereabouts. We're doing a change order. There was funds available in the existing funding. It's a $40,000 change order to bring us to a 10-foot bridge, which we learned is desperately needed, not only to service utilities inside the park, such as the electric poles, but with the work we did over and on of that bridge, we definitely need the larger bridge. We kick ourselves for not doing it right once. So just a couple things. So I appreciate that. Any other comment? Moving along, item 10. I need a motion for the consent agenda, which is resolutions 3.1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm sorry, just 1, 2, and 3. Item D is not a resolution. Who makes that motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Discussion, briefly, you're copied on the Rose Fund report. It's very similar to prior years on the recommendations. And I thank that committee for meeting, doing their due diligence, having public hearings, and making those recommendations. Can I have, let's do a roll call on this, please, because it is Rose Fund. So roll call, please.
Costa,
Yes.
D'Amato. Del Ripa,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Sondemire,
Yes.
Yazdi.
Yes.
Thank you. Item 11A, this is second final reading and public hearing on ordinance 3, 2018, amending chapter 9255.1 B1A zone. Can I have a public notice statement, please?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, this ordinance was posted in the municipal building, published in the Herald News. Copies were made available to the public so that a motion may be made that it be read by title.
And who makes that motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Do you have the title?
An ordinance of the Borough of Bloomingdale and the County of Passaic and State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 92, zoning, Article 12, Schedule of Regulations, Section 92-55.1, General Business Zone of the Code of the Borough of Bloomingdale.
And who makes a motion for the public hearing?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone wishing to speak to 3/2018? Seeing no one, motion to close.
So moved.
Who moves to adopt?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, just as you recall, this is, we're adjusting minimum lot size. The minimum lot size read 20,000 square feet. And the committee, ordinance review committee, which I concur, believes the ordinance was over-restrictive to lots under 20,000 square feet and a burden to development of these undersized lots. So this is the recommendation being made. Can I have a roll call, please?
D'Amato?
Yes.
Delripa?
Yes.
Hudson?
Yes.
Sondemire?
Yes.
Yazdi?
Yes.
Costa?
Yes.
Next, I need a motion to, I need a public notice statement for second and final reading on ordinance 6/2018, amending property maintenance, chapter 15. Public notice statement, please.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, this ordinance was posted in the municipal building, published in the Herald News. Copies were made available to the public so that a motion may be made that it be read by title.
And who makes that motion?
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
An ordinance of the Borough of Bloomingdale in the County of Passaic and State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 15, Property Maintenance of the Code of the Borough of Bloomingdale.
And who moves for the public hearing?
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone wishing to speak to 6/2018? Seeing no one, motion to close.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And who moves to adopt?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, as I said at last meeting, these are just the definition, word changes, additions, adding words like shrub, tree, vegetation, dealing with the tree issue on easements and right-of-ways, making it the responsibility of the property owner. So, little housekeeping items that really tightened up our property maintenance ordinance, so I thank the committee for that. Any further comment? Roll call, please.
Delripa?
Yes.
Hudson?
Yes.
Sondemire?
Yes.
Yazdi?
Yes.
Costa?
Yes.
D'Amato?
Yes.
Thank you. New business, resolution 2008, did we good? Sorry.
Number 7.
Second 2018?
I'm sorry?
C.
C.
Oh, I'm sorry, moving along. It's because I need an e-cig. Second final reading, 7/2018, amending 2-80 or e-cigarette license fee. Public notice statement, please.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, this ordinance was posted in the municipal building, published in the Herald News. Copies were made available to the public so that a motion may be made that it be read by title.
And who makes that motion?
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
An ordinance of the Borough of Bloomingdale in the County of Passaic, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 2, Administration, Article 8, Policies and Procedures, Section 2-80, Fees charged for municipal services of the Code of the Borough of Bloomingdale.
Who makes the motion to open the public hearing?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone wishing to speak to 7/2018? Seeing no one, motion to close.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Who moves to adopt?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Hudson?
Yes.
Sondemire?
Yes.
Yazdi?
Yes.
Costa?
Yes.
D'Amato?
Yes.
Delripa?
Yes.
New business. Who moves resolution 3.4 authorizing the purchase of rock salt through the Passaic County Cooperative Contract?
So moved. Second.
Whatever.
Just discussion real quickly. We are members of many co-ops and we're just memorializing our purchases. We'll be doing some new ones down the road and when the renewals come up, but this is, every time we make that purchase, we need to memorialize it with a resolution. Any further comment? Roll call, please.
Sondemire?
Yes.
Yazdi?
Yes.
Costa?
Yes.
D'Amato?
Yes.
Delripa?
Yes.
Hudson?
Yes.
I need a motion for 2018 3.5, approval of maintenance program with Gen Electric under Morris County Co-op. Who makes that motion?
So moved. Second.
Discussion, what this is we, as you know, are responsible for the traffic light in town. And we never had a, it's not, I'm sorry?
I don't-
That's fine. We never had a contract. We would be reactive. When something happened, call them up. Our guys change light bulbs, but when something more important or something we couldn't fix. This is a $425 annual contract. So they come quarterly and they do just a quick survey. Obviously, anything substantial would be above and beyond the $425, but this gets them out on a regular basis to try to be preventative. Just so you know, too, when the county paved that intersection a number of years ago, they ruined or destroyed or whatever, paved over the looping system that does the light timing. the looping system was just dropped off like 3 weeks ago to DPW from the county. They bought the new system. We have to install it, which is in DPW's budget this year. Just to time it so when you're sitting at the light at 3 a.m., you know, kind of loops for you and moves it appropriately. That hasn't been the case for 5, 6, 7, 8 years, so that should be installed, you know, in April or so. But anyway, that just has to do with the traffic light. So if there's no other comment, roll call, please.
Yazdi?
Yes.
Costa?
Yes.
Tomato?
Yes.
Del Ripa?
Yes.
Hudson?
Yes.
Sondemire?
Yes.
Excellent. I need a motion for Resolution 3.6, change order for Sloan Park improvements. First, who makes that motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Just again, glad we caught it in the nick of time to do a change order now for the bridge to be ordered when this project begins to, this is a change order increasing the size of the bridge to 10 foot, and the change order is in the amount of $40,000. I'm sorry, did we have a motion on that? I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, just roll call.
Any further comment? Roll call, please.
Costa?
Yes.
Tomato?
Yes.
Del Ripa?
Yes.
Hudson?
Yes.
Sondemire?
Yes.
Yazdi?
Yes.
Thank you. The next item is not a second garbage truck for those who are keeping score. This is a redo of last meeting. We're reintroducing bond ordinance 8, 2018, purchase of a garbage truck. And the reason being, we introduced, and the state's website is kind of in flux, and we file our supplement debt statement, and it's supposed to be the same day. We're just concerned if it lapsed, because we can't acknowledge that it didn't go until Friday, 3 days after. Don't want to have a problem down the road. We're fine on time, so we're going to reintroduce it tonight. No changes, same terms, and then second and final will be March 20th. And then we can also take advantage of it expiring co-op pricing by doing it by March 20th. So who makes the motion to reintroduce 8, 2018 purchase of this garbage truck with second final reading on March 20th?
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Tomato? Or, yeah, I don't.
Yeah, no, there's no reintroduction by title, my bad.
Ordinance number 8-2018, bond ordinance providing for the purchase of a garbage truck in and by the Borough of Bloomingdale in the County of Passaic, State of New Jersey, appropriating $300,000 therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $285,000 bonds or notes of the borough to finance part of the cost thereof.
Thanks, Rick. Great. Item E, introduction. Ordinance 9, 2018, amend Chapter 19, commercial garbage. So, need a motion introduced by title.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
An ordinance of the Borough of Bloomingdale and the County of Passaic, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 19, solid waste management of the Code of the Borough of Bloomingdale.
And just, again, second and final reading will be March 20th on this as well. And just so you, what we're doing here, we all know we do not pick up commercial garbage, right, for businesses, but our code seemed to have had it many, many years ago, and somewhere got lost in translation. So we are just clearing up to state that it's residential. Obviously, the Kelly law guides us with anything large residential, but this is specifically saying that we do not pick up, go onto private property, enter private property, picking up commercial property, because our code hadn't said it. Just a little, again, housekeeping. So that'll be second and final on March 20th as well. Thank you.
And if I could just add, Mayor, I mean, it's just an example how this governing body, looks at everything, stays on top of everything. The mayor must have sent this ordinance back to me 200 or 300 times to make sure I checked it out, 2 or 3 times, just to make sure that it was clear, so that the residents are clear and that the code, is memorialized in a way that there's no misunderstanding. So
Thank you.
little things go on. So.
Appreciate it. Great. And I need a motion for late public.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone wishing to speak? Come on up.
Jennifer Altfield, 17 Cedar Street, Bloomingdale. Mr. Mayor, on 10D, did you do that one?
I'm sorry.
Because I checked off everybody else.
10D. Yeah, it was part of the consent agenda, all in one motion. We made a motion to approve the consent agenda, which included A, B, C, and D. But D wasn't a resolution. That's where it got confusing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Anyone else? Hi, Bernie.
How you doing?
Good.
Bernie Broom, 183 Reed Avenue. Going back to what Councilman Costa was talking about, yeah, I think it would behoove the governing body to consider amending the ordinance to put language in there specifically directing the funding and where it goes into utility. This way, it should satisfy the ratepayers both now and going forward for the existence of that fund.
Okay, I duly noted. We can address it. We've already,
Thought that's what you said we.
no, he's saying the language should say that. I don't believe the ordinance says it. But that is the directive given to finance, and that's what will happen, and the line will be created. As far as reintroducing, re-advertising and all, I'll think about it. But it'll happen.
I could understand because, a future governing body could then rate it.
Yeah, they can
Sure,
rate it,
but
they
but
can-
let's understand. Let's say that happened. Whether it's that fund, this fund, or that fund, all within the utility makes no difference. The users who pay in the utility are the only ones sharing this cost. So the non-users, like well and septic people, they're not sharing the cost as they shouldn't. They don't have a utility. So we collect all our user fees to pay our bills, whether and it's going to be that way, but it really doesn't matter because all the money goes to run the utility, whatever part of it you're running.
Yeah, but I think the point of the meter end of it, this
Yeah.
is gonna be an ongoing project
Sure.
forever.
Correct.
Because technology changes, so
Correct.
you wanna have that funds in place, so we don't.
Transparency-wise, you want to be able to see the funds that are collected for the meters in that
Nobody could ever
account.
question it going forward.
Right,
Again, I don't disagree. I guess you're missing my point. What I'm saying is, whether it's the sewer portion of your bill, the fee portion of your bill, the water consumption portion, or the water fee, really makes no difference, because all that goes into the pot and pays utility bills. The money will be dedicated, but it really doesn't make a difference, but it will be dedicated. And remember, residents should not have an issue, because we're charging, the old code was $175 every time you needed a new meter, okay? And that's gone now. So this $28 a year, although currently times forevermore, unless the future governing body removes it, will fund the meter, so no homeowner will be whacked with $175.
Basically,
going
what
forward.
I'm saying is exactly what you just said, but you're getting it in writing to protect the ratepayers down the road.
Again, I don't disagree.
Well, they would have to change the ordinance completely.
No, we would have to,
No,
all we did was amend the fee portion of
Right.
the ordinance. The old ordinance didn't say where those fees are dedicated.
Right.
The new one doesn't either.
Right.
We have said, finance was given the directive that $28 increase, needs to fund that bond.
But
And our-
again, like I say, you got it now, if you put it into the ordinance, it's in writing, it's in
Yeah,
stone.
I don't,
Unless they appeal
then
for
I'll
it.
consider I guarantee you, next quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, it will be properly deposited. If we want to amend the ordinance, the fee ordinance, we can reintroduce. So I'll think about bringing that next meeting or April or May. There's no problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Bernie. Or we can repeal it and just keep charging everyone $175. Whatever you guys want to do.
it's not the way to go.
No, it's not the way it goes. Okay, anyone else? Seeing no, a motion to close.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we do not have any executive scheduled. March 20th, April 3rd, April 17th, meeting schedule as seen. I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Just so that everybody knows, I close the borough tomorrow based on the governor's state of emergency. If they're wrong, I will come in, but I don't want our